On an ordinary afternoon in the year 79, the sky over a thriving Roman city turned black. Within hours, that city would vanish completely and not be seen again for over 1,600 years. On August 24th, 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted with a force that released roughly 100,000 times the thermal energy of the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. A column of superheated gas, rock, and ash shot 20 miles into the sky. Pliny the Younger watched it happen from across the bay, and his letters remain the only eyewitness account of the disaster in existence. For 12 hours, Pompeii's residents faced an impossible choice: flee through a hail of fist-sized pumice stones, or shelter indoors as the weight of ash threatened to bring the roof down on them. At dawn, the eruption column collapsed entirely, sending 6 pyroclastic surges racing down the mountain at 100 miles per hour, with temperatures exceeding 570 degrees Fahrenheit. For anyone still in the city, death was nearly instantaneous. Forensic analysis has since revealed the scale of that heat. Skeletons show cracking patterns consistent with body fluids boiling so violently that skulls fractured from the inside. In total, approximately 16,000 people died within 24 hours. And then the city simply disappeared. Over the following centuries, vegetation grew over the volcanic deposits, new settlements rose above it, and Pompeii became myth. Its very existence doubted until it was accidentally rediscovered in the 18th century. In the 19th century, archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli noticed strange voids in the hardened ash layers and realized they were the exact shape of decomposed human bodies. He began injecting plaster directly into the cavities, recreating, in startling detail, the final seconds of over 1,000 people, captured mid-motion, mid-breath, frozen at the precise moment the city ended. For nearly 2 centuries, historians built entire narratives around these casts, assumed family relationships, assumed genders, assumed final embraces between loved ones. Then in 2024, scientists extracted ancient DNA directly from the remains, and the assumptions collapsed. Individuals long believed to be a mother and daughter, locked in a final embrace, turned out to share no genetic relationship at all. One was male. 2,000 years of silence, and the dead were still capable of correcting the record. Pompeii is now one of the most visited archaeological sites on Earth, paradoxically preserved in more detail than almost any other ancient city, precisely because of the disaster that destroyed it. The volcano that ended an entire city in a single afternoon also did something no historian ever could. It stopped time completely, and kept it stopped, for us to study 16 centuries later.